are going to do a couple of things. One of them is document the installation and configuration of OBM Classic server. And another one of them is the installation and configuration itself. So it's like two for the price of one. And like the previous upload, I'm not going to show myself writing the actual content. It's going to be done on one of my other screens. And we'll be dealing with the product itself here. So you'll see what's, well, I'm spending most of my time on that screen anyway. So I'll probably see my mouse move. And basically what I'm doing in another window, I have this document that I'm writing, and I'll be adding screenshots to it. And I'm reading from this nice guide, which is part of the documentation for the installation. And what I try to figure out is what kind of work I need to do in order to get it running properly. And you know, in the past, this product could not be installed without having a GUI environment. And I think it's still the case. I mean, you can install it on silent or console mode, text mode, but you cannot configure it in text mode still. So you still need the X Windows system, right? So right now, I just opened the server here in RDP, and I'm also going to SSH to it. Okay, so I'm going to say in the document here SSH to the OBM server, and then I'm going to double click over here. And I'll actually close the RDP session to it as well. All right, so what I want to do in SSH is basically just to get the prerequisites going. Okay, so this would be my screenshot. And as always, I cannot emphasize enough how much I like ShareX. Okay, then I'm just pasting the screenshots in another screen and say, okay, install the prerequisites. They will be used by OBM installation. We will install them via the command line. Okay, and then I'll have the command which consolidates basically the following things. It's going to be yum install unzip. Then it's going to say init scripts, whatever they are. Perl package. Now, usually, oh no, I wanted to have the full Babio. I wanted to have the full list of the prerequisites before I say to install. So now it would prompt me for install or not. And I'm going to say no. Why? Because I want to continue adding up the prerequisites. Now, one of the prerequisites which it mentions is like install the what it's called the X Windows system. It's a group install, which means that if you have a Linux based on CentOS or Red Hat, which doesn't have a desktop environment, you add it to the environment because you need it for later use. But I have a server which was pre-installed with full desktop environment in advance because I was anticipating to install such type of software on it. So this one is handled. So now I have this nice command install listed over here, and yep. So now with the -y flag, it's going to install everything automatically, all of those nice things. And once it's done, I'll just take the command once more, and I'll just copy paste it into the screen. Okay, So now we'll see installed, 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 and I'm going to highlight, installed, updated, okay, something like this. Okay, and I'm going to document it as well here on the side. So those are the parts where you have to wait. Okay, if everything was done correctly, you your result will match the screenshot. Okay, your result will look close to this. All right, and then we take the command, and I will just copy the command. There we go. Okay, and that command goes into the editor. Okay, and it looks like I'm not putting too many details into the document itself, like not enough explanations. However, we have a really good reason for that. And the reason is I'm going to add some of the context later because I'm running with the configurations now. Okay, so I'm just adding a okay, close the SSH connection by closing the tab or the typing exit. All right, and then RDP to the OBM server. That's my next command. Okay, and RDP did it work? No. Okay. Can so then I say the OBM station can be done in console text mode, but the configuration wizard works only in desktop desktop mode. Then I'm adding X window system. X window. All right. And then so we will perform all steps in the. Why is it so small? Just don't want to keep lots of stuff out of the screen, so you'll be a little bit involved. That's a long thing that we're going to do now. The can be done in console text mode, but the configuration wizard works only desktop mode. I know that some people would cringe and that like, oh, Alexei, why do you say that why do you call your RDP to the X window in Linux like desktop mode? But yeah, some of my students are really new to Linux and they need to have some kind of context. So we give new names or simplified names or let's say intuitive names to some stuff. So that's completely fine. Okay. So we perform all the steps in the graph in a graphic mode. All right. So that's going to be RDP, and what they're going to see when they log in for the first time is actually they don't need to use the password. They're going to see it like this. So I'm going to take a screenshot and I'm going to show them what's going on. Okay, and then let's say install OBM. Okay, install OBM and yeah, so we're gonna say double click on home, double navigate to, oh, I think it's gonna be double click on home. Yeah, okay. Double click on home icon to open file browser. Okay, and I'm going to say, here you go, right click here, and I think this one is a little bit too much. So I'm gonna say like this, so it would get applications, just some visual cues. Okay, and I'm gonna paste the screenshot, the file browser, and then I'm gonna say right, and okay, extra uh, extract the OBM archive by, yeah, by right clicking. So we're gonna say like this, we're gonna right click, I'm gonna say doesn't have the right, open the archive manager. Is it going to be that annoying? I don't know. Would it work? Would it work if I double click it? Oh, I must try now. I really must try it. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. Oh no. Okay. Okay. So no. Okay, so it's not going to be the home. Okay. From the okay, click applications. Okay, this is how we make choices, by the way, right? Because as you see, I could have gone different routes. I could extract the files over there and then try to execute the shell file, and it just doesn't work, right? And then we just changed our minds, and we just said, you know what? This thing would work much better if we would just go this route, right? The more logical route. So now I'm going to document this step and actually remove the previous step. So here it would say click applications and choose the, what was it, terminal. Me now. Okay, from the list. Okay, yep. And extract, uh, okay, extract the OBM into a dedicated folder. As if you remember, previously when we double clicked it to see what's inside the archive, everything was just there on the top layer, so there is no internal consolidating folder. So by running this command, okay, and we're going to run a command. What is that? Okay, there we go. Yeah, I got some problem with the X Windows system, so sometimes you need to nudge a window in order to see the changes, right? So we're gonna say unzip whatever it says. Okay, unzip operations bridge zip and -d OBM. Okay, more or less. So we're gonna click that, and I'm going to write the command here just once more. I'm actually going to write the command of this sort in the meanwhile. It's going to be an interesting one. So I'm gonna say unzip. Oh, come on. We're gonna say unzip. Oops. Right. What's the name? Opera. Okay. Opera minus D OBM. Okay, so basically whatever archive it has that starts with this, with the wildcard, I'm just gonna do it. So what it means for me, by the way, it means that if I would like to teach people to how to install the next version, which wouldn't change much, or if I would like to teach them how to install previous versions, which are not that very different on that level, I don't need to change this command. So I'm trying to use as many of these as I can, all right? And then I'm gonna say, oh, I'm going to say navigate into the new into the OBM folder. I'm gonna say, okay, I'm gonna say dedicated the folder will be named OBM. Okay, then we're gonna do. I'll get to OBM, and then I'm gonna add the command here, which says basically cd OBM. All right, I need to fix that thing. I just keep deleting this portion. Okay, cd OBM. Okay, and it's going to be, by the way, I need to, okay, so it's going to be cd OBM and list. Okay, so um, okay, list the folder contents. And the command is going to be ll. And I'm starting this as a part of the documentation itself. And basically that's what we did, and I'm going to paste the screenshot. Okay, and then we're gonna say run the installation script. And to run the installation script, we actually need to check the official documentation. And the official documentation, well, what it says, what do we do? What do we do? Reserved port, system P. So I could do this thing, check the dynamic port range. I think there's no value in that. And then U limit. I'm not doing that either. It's just too far-fetched. I mean, if those would be our problems, then yeah. So that's okay. The start installation with the GUI mode is install as such, exactly as we expected it to be. So we're gonna say in our documentation, run the installation script. Uh, okay, in a GUI mode. Okay, and then I'm going to, okay, I'm gonna say follow the installation wizard, and I'm going one more level down um, in the documentation itself. So there we go, it opens, and I'm going to add a warning. GUI mode. Important note: the GUI, our Linux version has GUI lags, and sometimes the screen do not refresh fast enough to reflect the changes. When you see this, please try to reopen RDP or move the wizard window on the screen via your mouse. Okay, I think that sums it up for the installation wizard. Okay, and now we're going to document, click OK, and I'm going to document this. I'm going to say click OK. Yes, I am spoon feeding. However, it means that the more I spoon feed, the less support tasks I will have. And it means that while people are working on a self-paced lab, that's what we're preparing here, I get the opportunity to work on some more content for other labs. So yes, I am wasting a couple of seconds here on steps, and this is quite an investment. If some people that write documentation have some experience with it, they might say so. They might say so. Still, I see this as a good investment. Okay, because yeah, and I do have people with some language barriers. It happens, and I'm not talking Asian. I'm talking about some European languages as well. Some people have the barrier, okay, and they're learning. And why not help them? Why not help them? Why not set the terminology? So we're going to do just that. Now, this first step takes a couple of seconds, so I'm going to fast forward here. Okay, so there we go. Click next. Right here. Okay, so that's the visual cue. We're gonna say next. And then I'm gonna nudge the window. Then I'm gonna say it's not accept the license by selecting the radio button and clicking next. So it's gonna be like that. Well, it's gonna be annoying to some people. What can I do? What can I do? I cannot do a thing about that. I need a whole new server probably. So we're not going to do that. Okay. So we click on next. Right. Okay, and then we're gonna say select single server and click next. Okay, so that's going to be that. There we go. I think it kind of sees that there is not enough change on the screen, so it doesn't reflect it. Maybe that's a setting that I can change in my X window configuration. Okay, after after the validation, click next, and the validation is complete. So that's the validation and it is complete. So we're gonna click on next over here. So it's gonna be just right here. I'm not sure that I need to highlight this button because I only highlighted it just once. And then click on when validation is complete. So that's going to be the screenshot. What did I take a picture of something big? Oh, that's a big picture. Okay, so I'm gonna say Control Z. I'm gonna say Control Z. I'm gonna control the image from clipboard over here. So I made an image too big for some reason. So I'm just snipping a part of it right here, and that's going to be my image. All right, cool. So I'm pasting it instead, and then I'm going to say click install to begin the installation, which might take up to about 15 minutes, I think. Okay, so let me take a screenshot of that. And I'm going to highlight the button here as well. It's not really need to do so. So I'll take yeah, I'm gonna take a screenshot of this part as well. Just gonna paste it here. And I guess it's gonna be finished or something when it's done. I'm not really sure, so let us jump to the very end of it. Okay, and it opens the configuration wizard automatically, so let's document that. So I'm gonna say, okay, when the installation is done, it will open the configuration wizard automatically. Okay, so I'm going to say configuration wizard. Okay, choose what it says, configure slash upgrade OBM and click next. Okay, so I'm gonna be resizing those screenshots, I think, but yeah, it's pretty intuitive. Right, so rectangle over this, rectangle over that. And let's say click on next, go for it. Oh, okay, where is it? Okay. Okay, okay. And let me make it smaller like this. Okay. Then choose uh, custom configuration upgrade and click on next. Okay. Another screenshot. Okay, rectangle. Okay, click on next and paste. And I'm going to resize it a little bit to a more reasonable size. Okay, fantastic. We click on next. Okay. Choose create a new database or user schema. With the database type. Okay, so we're gonna call it configure the database. It's going to be a new chapter here, so I'm going to choose the schema. Okay, and we're gonna say database type embedded Postgres SQL. Set the password to, and then I'm gonna say yeah, okay. Click next. Okay, so we're gonna say password here, and then I'm gonna say password there. Okay, and no advanced settings. So, yep, we're gonna say like this. Right, click on this. I'm gonna say this and that. Okay, click next. We paste the screenshot in here, resize the screenshot in the editor. And did I click next? No, I did not. So let me click next. All right. TLS setup. Keep the default on the TLS setup page and click next. Okay, and it's going to be like this. And we'll make it smaller. Okay, so let's click next. Where's the connection settings? Next. Oh, come on. Oh no. Okay, so it's not the defaults, and I need to change the screenshot. Okay, TLS setup. So we're gonna say and check the enable HTTPS box. Okay, I'll have to fix the spelling on that one. Select the OBM generated certificates. Radio button. Okay, click next, and then I need to take a screenshot of that and say one, and I made a mistake. I made a mistake. I need to change that. Okay, Control Z. Now we take the screenshot, rectangle, we take it like this, so then you have to certificate and click on next. Okay, that's very important. Cool. Did I click on next? Did it change? No. Okay. And then I'm gonna say keep all the defaults on the OBM certificate generation page and click next. Okay, and then I'm gonna say Control Shift last. No, it doesn't like it. Okay. I can basically take a screenshot of any section that I already selected previously, so it saves some time. Okay. And then, keep the, keep the just resizing here screenshots. Keep the defaults for the client certificate authentication page and click next. So now when I do Control Shift L, it just takes a screenshot of the same region. Okay. What happened? Control Z. Yeah. Okay. So now it's connection. Verify that the connection settings with the port 443 and the correct OBM's URL, domain name, FQDN. Okay, so we're gonna say that it's fully qualified domain name. All right, something like this. So bringing some more terminology over here, and last region, just taking a screenshot and clicking next. Okay. Okay. Yes. Okay. License. We will use the evaluation license. No, we will not phrase it. Keep the default 60-day evaluation license and click next. Control Shift paste, resize. Yeah, I'll have to do some spell checking on the document. Okay, I click next. Login settings. Okay, login settings. And then I'm going to add some details over here. So for login settings, the wizard set the JMX and administration passwords. Via this page. Make sure to use the passwords that we specify in the exercise in order to make explain this exercise. This will make this make sure that you and the instructors are able to log into the systems independently if help will if help you might need help for the exercises. Okay, so this is a very, very important comment. Basically I specify what are the passwords that the students need to use. So the idea is very simple. When they contact me for support, and it doesn't happen too much, as you see, I'll go to detail very, very deeply, but still sometimes they need support. And it's not always the case that we are the same time zone, and it's not always that I can go and attend some kind of a live session. So what I would do normally is like, just log in or ask them for a password. But if I determine the password in advance, I can track the proper execution of my instructions through several integrations as well. Okay, so it's not just me saving some time on logins, but this is also me knowing in advance that people are using a predetermined parameter all the way, which allows them to identify it as when they track the exercises as well. And then when it doesn't work, I can actually know where was the mistake, where was the deviation. If they would use custom settings and custom passwords for everything, just because they not tell them, okay, whatever you choose, just choose it. Just give it your name or something. It would be really hard for me to determine what they chose, and investigations of integrations that do not work would take me ages. It's going to be a full support cycle, like, okay, from the beginning to the very end, what do we see in logs for every single component of the integration until I find the specific mistake. Okay, so imagine yourself, I have 15 students. That's exactly what I'm going to have every week. So 15 students with this kind of problems, you don't want to have them, not at all. So this is what we're going to do. This is what we're going to do. Login settings, specify. Okay, type in the password. Type this password in all fields. Okay, and I'm going to use my generic password here, and I'm going to type it here as well. Yes, this is a fully secured password. Okay, and probably I'll end some comments later. Okay, click next. Okay, okay. I'm gonna add some comment in production. Probably you should, have a way to save those passwords somewhere, someplace safe, but also, document them, not leaving them just in your memory, because there's going to be lots of admins over there. Okay, the server deployment page. Make sure that it is set on 2000 and then monitor nodes. Okay, so I'm gonna say snapshot last region, and I'm gonna say load image from clipboard. I'm gonna say rectangle, and just like this. Okay, I just don't want to use the region. Okay, so this is going to be this page. We click on next. Okay, and this is very interesting. Management management packs. Okay, so management packs are very important. Here you select the OTB monitoring capabilities of the product. Each MP includes a set of predetermined monitors, monitors, reports. As you see, I make a lot of spelling mistakes, but this is just because I allow myself to type as fast as I can and then correct them later. This is the fastest way to create professional documentation. So yeah, so don't judge me for that. This is for a reason. When I'm writing emails, I will constantly stopping myself from overcorrecting the emails. Just write the thing, then fix it. But I cannot. But here I kind of got used to it, maybe, which is a good thing. Here, select the out-of-the-box monitoring capabilities of the product. Each MP includes a set of predetermined monitors, reports, and configuration. While okay, while they can be added later manually. This is the most convenient way of of installing the management packs, and then I'm going to say MPs. Oh, I'm going to be doing a lot of correction over here later. This is the most convenient way of installing the management packs. Okay, we will select only the ones we need. Okay, select the MPs according to the screenshot below. I don't make too many of those choices, right? I'm not telling people to follow the screenshot. I actually could screenshot everything and told them match the screenshot, and rarely providing any details. But I do the exact opposite. I keep this option only for when I cannot really. I don't want to spend too much time explaining every single parameter over here because there is not much value in it. All right, so we gonna say. Okay, Docker, AWS. Are we going to do AWS? No. Apache, Kafka, web server. No, 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 no. Informix, JBoss. Okay, so that's going to be page number 1. Okay, so I'm going to say L, and it's going to be screenshots below. Okay, so that's screenshot number 1 is going to be full size. Okay, and then I'm going to create another point, and I'm going to say scroll down. Okay, so look at that. That's very important. I'm going to say scroll down and then I'm going to paste it. Why? Because I'm going to be scrolling down a little bit here and there, and people might miss a management pack because there's just like 3 pages over there. So I'm creating a notice about it and a documentation, kind of a nudge into this direction, right? So this is why I'm mentioning this as a separate point. And now I can scroll down here. Oh, come on. Just need to nudge it a little bit. and I'm going to say Postgres, Microsoft ISS, SharePoint database. No, I don't have any of these. Oh, it's actually, I'm gonna use 2 screenshots only. Okay, nudge back. Pack for RAM, site scope, VMware infrastructure, and that's about it. So we're gonna be control. Okay. Additional. Here's the one screenshot. Oh, okay. Okay, and I'm gonna say click next. So now we click next. Okay. Review this summary and click next to proceed if all settings are matching the expectations. Okay, and going to be last page. I'm gonna paste it in the documentation. I'm gonna click next here while we are at it. Okay, and I'm gonna reduce the size of it. And then last point, the wizard will begin the configurations. It might take up to 10 minutes for them to finish. I might change this number. So now I'm observing, right? I'm observing how long it takes. RAM to finish. Click next when. Click next when the configuration is complete. Okay, fantastic. And now I'm gonna nudge it just a little bit here to the side, and now I'm gonna say, okay, I'm gonna paste it. So yeah, this is it. There it goes. It just updates itself very slowly. So there's going to be a little bit messing with the minds of some people because people are not used to have a configuration wizard in the middle of installation wizard. But that's exactly what we have here. We had the installation wizard, which opens the configuration wizard. And then when the configuration wizard is done, we're going to say next and finish. Then the installation wizard would ask us to click on done, which kind of is like, oh, whoa, why is that? Why cannot I separate them? And I actually can separate those two, but not on the first initial installation, right? Okay. So it's going to be actually finish. It's going to be finished. So you know what? I think nudge it a little bit here to the left, right? Okay. So I need to click finish when the configuration is complete. Okay, and I'm going to do last return. I'm gonna copy this screenshot and I'm going to click the actual finish. Okay, and then in the documentation itself, I'm going one level above and I'm gonna say back click done and the installation process will go back to the installation wizard. All right. Okay, so that's how I'm ending it. And I'm gonna take a picture of the done. And I'm going to say done. Now, I don't remember if, okay, and then I'm gonna say that terminal will show that the installation is complete. Okay, and okay, so that's about it. And now we are creating a new point which says, okay, start the OBM product. Okay, start OBM for the first time. I'm gonna add a comment over here. I'm gonna say the initial start takes about 1 to 2 hours because the product is initializing and indexing a new DB. Okay, I'm gonna say SSH to OBM server. Okay, just gonna be more convenient. Okay, so I'm SSHing to OBM. SSH to OBM server. Okay, it hangs a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna put a screenshot over here. And yes, SSH. So I'm gonna rectangle that. It's gonna be SSH and then OBM. Some people might say, "Oh, why you are not doing this in terminal?" But they're gonna find soon enough. Soon enough, every time the RDP goes into screenshot in screen server mode, they'll get it. Okay, so basically, SSH to OBM server. Run this command to start OBM to initiate OBM startup, and then I'm gonna have the command pasted here to them, and I just gonna take the command from yeah, already running, so it kind of started it on its own. It's completely fine. I'm gonna include it because sometimes in some versions I've seen that it's not. So and I'm going to convert the command into code. There we go, insert. Well, actually, I did not do any problems here. Okay, run this command to initiate OVM server, and then run this command to monitor the startup process. Okay, and then it's going to be another command. I'm going to add to it a couple of details. Okay, so it's going to be control V, and I'm going to say watch minus n10. Okay, and then I copy it. I'll copy it. Okay, span. Okay, this command repeats itself every 10 seconds, and all statuses are, I don't remember what the statuses are, initiated, was it started, are started, product should be up, should be up. Okay, and then I'm going to paste a screenshot of this thing. Status going to be down here, and then I'm going to add, so basically when it's done, because I'm already anticipating a result. Hey, come on, where's my screenshot? What? No? Where's my screenshot? That is really weird. So let me save my work. See what's going on here with the document. Yeah. Go down. Okay, paste. Okay, where's my screenshot? There we go. Copy image. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it just something happened to my screenshot. Okay, there we go. All status are started. Open Chrome and navigate to this URL. And the URL is going to be https://obm.itom.com. That's it. That's it. And now I just need to wait for the product to start. I'm clicking on update in order to update documentation. And this concludes the installation of OBM and creating its documentation. Now I need to polish it a little bit, maybe fix several errors here and there, which is completely fine. Yes, navigate into the OBM folder. So basically, yeah, I'm going over my documentation line by line, and it's going to be our, okay, and then let's see what else do we get. So basically, wherever I find a mistake, I'll just correct it, and later I'll just add a couple of comments here and there, basically explaining why some of the choices were made. And that's about it. It is it. So if you liked it, or if you want to see the next video and not miss it, just hit that like button. Thank you for surviving till the very end of this process. I know it's a lengthy one, but still we created a whole new document and pretty fast. I mean, we could do it faster if I would not be talking every second, but you get the idea. So whenever you wanted to learn how to install OBM or to write a document in general, this is how we go about it. So I'll see you in the next one.